What's up, folks? This is Jamal Baraka from Planet EJOBN, The Extraordinary Journey of a Black Nerd. I just wanted to do a video, basically just a stream of consciousness relating to a topic I picked up from the Black Panther movie. I know it's been out a few weeks, and you guys are probably tired of talking about it, but hey, fuck it. I'm in the car. Let's go. The topic I wanted to discuss was underlying themes related to Black Panther and Killmonger and how their conflict relates to the 2016 election. When we were going through the election cycle, many people that were involved related Donald Trump to being an outsider. He was always depicted as being incompetent, and nobody took him seriously until he won. And this is one of those things where when you're watching Black Panther, you kind of see the same thing. You have Killmonger shows up, and no one takes him serious as a threat because he's an outsider and Black Panther is king. So basically in Wakanda, your king is the protector. He had already beat M'Baku, who was like almost like twice his size, and Killmonger, nobody knew who he was. But when I'm watching the movie, I'm looking at Killmonger, and he has these other qualities, these intangibles, where he's in special forces and he's killed people on every continent. This is stated in the movie. So when we're looking at a candidate like Donald Trump, we're looking at a candidate who at first glance is incompetent, has no real positive traits, but we also know that we have this underlying current of racism in America. We also have the underlying fact that this dude is a successful businessman, and you have the response to what was going on in America, where you had the 8 years under Obama, and people feel that they are left out, specifically, people, non-POC people, or some POC people of color, that felt that Donald Trump could undo some of the changes that were put in place by Obamacare, and there was a lot of anger and resentment, and this is what Killmonger represents. In a sense, I'm not going to say Killmonger is like a direct parallel to Donald Trump, because he's not, and it's obvious that he's not. But there are some relations there. So when you see Killmonger comes in, he beats T'Challa to an inch of his life and takes over. This is the same thing that happens when Donald Trump goes in and beats Hilary Clinton. The whole country is shook, because up until like a week before, no one really took Donald Trump seriously as a candidate. So when he wins, the reaction is like immediate. You have Okoye's like, what the hell? You have Nakia like, what the hell? And Okoye goes to her role as like, okay, well, it's messed up. This dude isn't qualified, but our tradition is bigger than just one guy. So our tradition is bigger than T'Challa, Black Panther. And we can't just throw our whole way of life out because Black Panther lost. And Nakia is like, screw this. This dude is not qualified, and if he's in charge, he's going to ruin Wakanda pretty much all the way. And what will happen in the future is that there won't be a Wakanda. You basically will have this madman who's in power destroy everything. And a lot of Democrats and a lot of Republicans feel the same way about Donald Trump, even though he's president. This dude is president of everyone, but he's not qualified. I'm saying that as somebody who's just watching the news every day. You hear all types of crazy shit out of Donald Trump, and most 9 out of 10 things that he says is insane. I mean, at least from my perspective, I'm biased because this dude is just not for me. He might be for you, but he's not for me. So the conflict continues. Trump is in office, and you have a conversation between Okoye and Nakia. Nakia says, hey, we got to overthrow this situation. And Okoye says, hey, we can't do this. We can't just throw our way of life out. I serve the throne, and the throne has this dude on there, and this is just what it is. So I'm tying that back to the election just to say that, hey, this movie has some underlying themes. You may not have caught it the first time you watched it. You may not have caught it the second time you watched it, but this is one of the themes of the movie. How you can have somebody in power that really is not qualified, but because he won fair and square, you can't just throw the system out because of who's in charge. This is the same debate we have when we discuss the Electoral College in America, how you have somebody who loses the popular vote but is in office anyway. And this is also something that you discuss when you have situations where you have people maneuvering and put in position, but they are not qualified. And you can't just throw the system out because it's proven to work, no matter how bad the outcome is. That's Brandon Jamal from Planet EJOBN, and this is just my stream of consciousness. Deuces.